I've got books everywhere. Something just fell down on the floor. I feel like technology hates me. I filmed this video twice already and none of the times it came out right. The first time it was blurry and the second time it didn't even record. Other than that though, today I am going to be doing my February wrap up and March TBR. Let's just get into it because I'm exhausted already. I feel like I have spoken about this thing for so long that you guys probably, oh my god, I don't even know. Let's get to it. This month I did really well. I didn't really follow my TBR list as much as I wanted to, but I still managed to finish quite a lot of books. I didn't mention in my February TBR that I was doing a year-a-thon read-along, which is a read-along that's on BookTube, where you read books according to the topic for the month, and I'll leave details to it down in the description bar below. But this month's topic was Harry Potter, and I managed to finish off 4 books in the Harry Potter series. So I read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, yes, and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And I have done a wrap-up video for this down below, so I'll leave a link to it for you guys. That doesn't make any sense. I have done a wrap-up video and I'll leave a link to it down below for you guys. And my cousin watched it and she ended up being persuaded to read the series, so I guess if you haven't read it, go check it out. Along with that, I also ended up finishing the novella for the Fairyland series by Catherine M. Vellante, and it is called The Girl Who Ruled Fairyland for a Little While, and it follows Mallow, pretty sure that's her name, where she goes to Fairyland and she meets a couple of the characters that we meet in the first book of the Fairyland series, and I have done a review for the first book, so I'll leave a link to it down below as well. But I did enjoy the novella. Catherine's writing is always flawless. She always is, like, makes me really immersed, but at the same time I couldn't get into the story a lot for this one. I did enjoy the characters. I ended up falling in love with the Green Wing, which you will meet in The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland, but I only gave it a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And then I ended up finishing The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, and this is the prequel to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so it's set in the same world but like a few years apart, I guess. I was reading this in January. I didn't finish it until a couple of weeks into February. I liked it. I loved the world. I think J.R.R. Tolkien has amazing abilities with his writing skills. But I shall be doing a discussion/review video for this one and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so keep an eye out for that one. Of course, when I finished that, I ended up reading The Fellowship of the Ring, the first book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then not that one, whoops, The Two Towers, which is the second book in the series. I actually prefer this series a lot more to The Hobbit. I liked the characters a lot more in this. The adventure is a lot more exciting. The world is spectacular, still the same world, still absolutely crazy, but I just prefer this series a lot better. I also ended up reading 3 new adult novels, and I have uploaded a mini review for them. I think I put it up last week along with my new adult discussion, because I feel like, you know, I haven't read any of the books in this genre, so I wanted to do a little bit of an experimentation. Links will be in the down bar below as well, but I ended up reading My Favourite Mistake by Chelsea M. Cameron, Rule by Jay Crownover, and Fall Into Fire by Abby Glines, and out of the 3, I think my favourite was My Favourite Mistake. Still, check out the video to see what I thought about New Adult and what I thought about the 3 books that I read. And lastly, I ended up reading Hung Up by Kristen Tracy, and I think this isn't going to be released until March, I'm pretty sure. Well, this month, or maybe it's April, I'm confused. But it was available for free on Pulsit, and Pulsit is a website where you can go on and, you know, read free books that they upload up there, have book discussions, and even enter competitions and win your own books. But this story was essentially about a girl who ends up calling this number that she thinks is the company that's supposed to ship out some stuff for her because she's paid for it, but they haven't, so she's complaining. It turns out to be a guy that goes to school a few, like in the same town, right, but a different school, and they end up talking to each other on the phone, and a friendship comes out of that, and then the relationship or their feelings to each other start blooming from there. It was a really cute novel. I enjoyed the characters' witty banter with each other. There is a bit of character development which I liked, because a novel that short sometimes you forget that the characters have a personality to them. There is a depth to them that I enjoyed. It did get a little intense at the end. I was like, whoa, really taken back. It got a bit emotional. The ending was sort of unsatisfying, but overall I really enjoyed it. It was a very cute and sweet read, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So that brings my total for this month up to 12, which is kind of crazy, and my total for the year already is 24, which is one away from half of what I planned to read this month. No, this year. My reading challenge for this year is 50 and I'm at 24. That's kind of insane. But I'm starting uni this month, so I don't think I'll be reading that many books for the next couple of months, just because I think uni is going to drain me. Still, I actually have quite a large number of books I want to get through in March. I am being very ambitious yet again. Hopefully it pays off. But this month's year-a-thon topic is Twilight. So you can read anything to do with Twilight, the series, or Stephenie Meyer's writing. And I think I'm going to be reading Eclipse, which is the 3rd book in the series, and Breaking Dawn, which is the 4th book in the series. Not gonna lie, I did enjoy the book series a lot more than the movie. I have not even seen the 3rd or the 4th movie, I'm pretty sure, because I just hated it. These are monster-sized books, but I always power through these because they're so action-packed. And yeah. And I also want to read The Host because I haven't read it yet, but I've heard that it's an amazing book. I know Katrina from Little Book Owl really loves it, so I'm hoping that I like it as well. And then I want to finish off The Return of the King, which is the 3rd book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I am only this much in, so that's 40 something pages, but the book is only this much long. This is the appendix to it, so I'm not very daunted. I always feel like, because the book is so small, like I've seen versions of Lord of the Rings that are massive, the font is tiny, and like when I finish this, I always feel like I've read 2 pages instead of 1 when I finish a page. And for this one, it's even like smaller. I felt like I was reading 3 pages instead of 1 because the font was tiny. But I am hoping to finish this so I can do my review soon. And then I want to tackle some new releases that I didn't get to read in February even though I planned to. And the first one is A Mad Wicked Folly by Sharon Biggs Waller. And I think the lighting is going to get a little funny at this moment because it reflects off the hardcover back, or the hardcovers. I don't understand why it gets a little yellow. Pieces of Me by Amber Kaiser, and here it is. And The Glass Casket by McCormick Templeman. A Mad Wicked Folly was released in January, and The Glass Casket and Pieces of Me was released in February. I'm not going to explain them because I think you guys have heard about them millions of times in my videos. It was in my last book haul, it was in my anticipated novels of 2014, and it was in my February TBR, so you know, I was really excited to read them, so I hope I can finish them this month. They just came out as a lisp there. Ooh. And this is when I get a little bit ambitious because I want to finish off this series so much, but I know that it's going to take me ages, so I'm guessing this is my March and April TBR, but it is the 2nd book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series, A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. I have read the 1st book of Game of Thrones a couple of months back. I'll leave a link to my review down below as well, but I think because I'm reading Lord of the Rings, it's getting me back into fantasy, so I really want to finish this off. I've heard that the books get a better as you go on, but the size of this is absolutely crazy, so it's going to take me a while to finish. But we shall definitely get to the end of this, definitely. And I'm gonna sneak this book in because I put it up on my February TBR, and I never read it. But it is The Boleyn Inheritance by Philippa Gregory, and it is a historical fiction set in the Tudor times, where these 3 girls are related to the Boleyn family, and I guess it's just their life in court. I absolutely love Philippa Gregory, and I've read her Cousin War series and the other Boleyn girls, so I figured I should read a couple of her other books. So yeah. Other than that, I think that is all. If you guys want to see any reviews for the books that I have mentioned, leave a comment down below, or just tell me what you guys are planning to read this month. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!